Leo. Speak. Oh, she's taking her pill. A tablet for her. Funky eyes.
Hello. So, what we're going to discuss today is the fact that people are having Christmas early.
Leanne.
Not just Leanne.
No, I know, but
Deanna and Phil.
Leanne said she's their YouTube channel called Deanna and Phil. You should check them out. They're cool. It's an American wife and a German husband.
And they're doing Christmas early this year. A lot of people are doing Christmas early this year because there is going to be no Halloween celebration as well. Halloween celebrations seem a bit alien to me anyway, because when I was a kid we didn't do Halloween celebrations. So this is like back to being a kid for me, really. But what does everyone else think? I mean, do you think that we should have Christmas early?
I'm still going to dress up for Halloween though. Because I do it every year.
I'm still going to celebrate Guy Fawkes night because at the end of the day, Guy Fawkes, national hero. You know, so what does everyone think? What do you think? Do you think we should have Christmas early this year? I mean, it'd give us something to look forward to because that is one thing that we are seriously lacking at the moment is hope. So.
Yeah. Right. It looks like I'm not going to be able to go to Germany now until next year.
Or are they better for waiting it out?
No. Annoyed.
But, you know, it's one of those things. It's the worst pandemic we've had in years. We were overdue this pandemic. And it has been handled like a Russian fire drill.
Yeah.
We need a free mandatory national test, and then the chuck and trace might actually work.
And then we could get on with our lives. Well, you would have thought. It's 2020. You would have thought they'd be able to handle it a bit better.
The thing is...
So I'm starving, that's what I mean, sorry.
We were overdue a pandemic. We were. And we should have just prepared for it better.
Yeah.
Because we knew that there was one coming.
We just didn't know when.
We didn't know what it was going to be.
But it's 2020. They should handle things better now. Like, even the plague was handled better than this.
No, it wasn't.
Well, it seemed to be.
You know it wasn't. But the thing is, because the incubation period is so long, people think they're immune. And they're not. The incubation period is like 2 weeks. And if there was people dying in the streets like there was with the Great Plague, people would say, right, okay, this has gone far enough. But it's not. It's got a long incubation period. It's not guaranteed to kill you.
You're not guaranteed to get it either.
And, you know, we try and stay healthy. We eat fresh where we can. So I don't actually think that we've got a lot to fear, although...
That's what I'm saying. Like, the times have changed now. We're living 2020.
Yeah, but then again, there shouldn't be children starving to death, but there is.
Well, no, I know, but, you know, like... We are a lot healthier now than we were all them years ago. We're living longer, you know. The diets are better.
And also, the bubonic plague was so awful that...
But there's a lot of people that eat processed food now, so...
Yeah, but the bubonic plague was so awful that if you got it, you was more or less guaranteed to die. And even now, there are isolated cases of it that crop up occasionally. And sometimes they have to amputate bits because... There was that guy in America, wasn't there? And he got bitten on the foot by a flea. That was actually, he had the plague and he got a bubon on his foot. And they took him to the doctor. He was actually really annoyed because he was on a holiday in New York. He was an American guy, but he was on holiday in New York.
You know how big America is.
And he got really annoyed because he said he was on holiday.
This is the sort of thing I'd do though.
And he went into hospital, and there's this doctor there who studied tropical diseases, and he recognised that what he had on his foot was actually a bubon, which, for those of you who don't know, was the big pus-filled boils that were...
I'm just doing you a cracker and you're just talking about pus-filled boils.
What do you think that's going to stop me?
No.
The big pus-filled boils that were a sign of the plague. Thank you. And he said it was a bubon, and he had to have his legs amputated. Well, he had to have one leg amputated at least. I don't know whether they got it before I got to the other one. And he was in intensive care, and he did nearly die. But the fact of the matter was they managed to cure it. And he now lectures about infectious diseases around schools in America. So.
Yeah, and that's another thing that's annoying me is the fact that you can't go anywhere or anything else. Shops are closed and everything else, but it's keeping the schools open.
The biggest petri dishes ever. So.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, of course it doesn't make sense.
No, it's England. Well,
they're doing it everywhere. Wales, look at Wales.
I'm highly annoyed. No. I mean, my friend lost some money for the hotel. I lost my flight money. She's lost her flight money. Because the plane still went, I won't give us a refund because it's still flying.
Well, come on, it was Ryanair. We'll still fly that plane. If nobody can get into the country they're going to, it doesn't matter. By God, they're still going to make that plane fly.
Yeah, because they don't have to give you a refund. And they wouldn't, when we was going to change our flights, it was going to cost £101. No. Well, it's cheaper to get another ticket. She was like, okay, well, we'll have a loss on this one. And then, luckily we didn't get the insurance or the coach or anything. Well, that would have been more of a loss. Sorry, I'm scoffing, but...
Yes, you're being trained, young man, I know.
I'm so hungry. But, yeah, so... Makes no sense.
Well, it makes sense to someone, but do you think that we should have Christmas early? Do you think that we should be doing stuff that we would ordinarily do early just because of the whole COVID thing? Let us know what you think. Comment. We would like to know your opinions. We give you our opinions all the time, but we don't get a lot of feedback from you people. So please let us know what you think. It's like, this is Tiggy. He's being trained because he's been a very naughty boy and is going to learn that in this house, if you're naughty, you get trained to do other things.
Yeah, this one's untrainable though.
They've all had their claws done today.
Yeah, I did that. And I'm just going to tell you something. When you do cat's claws, it's very important, this is. Be very careful because they have got a vein that runs through their claw. You can see it. It's a little red vein. And don't clip that vein whatever you do because they will bleed to death.
Just take the points off.
Sometimes it's very tempting with some of our cats, but I would never do that. I would never hurt one of my cats. Tempting sometimes though, isn't it?
Just take the points off their claws.
Or if you want it done like professionally, go to a groomer.
I think we'll do it.
They file them. What do vets file them as well?
No.
No, exactly.
But they do take points off.
Dog or cat groomers are really expensive though, so because they do file their claws and
Yeah, well,
stuff.
the vets aren't exactly cheap.
But never, ever get a cat declawed. I'm good.
Well, if you get a cat declawed, don't run along with the idea that they just take the claws off. Imagine this is a paw. They take the claw off from there. So, hands up if you stand for declawing. I wouldn't. Yes, you may save you buying a new sofa. You may save you getting scratched, but the pain your cat goes through, and the claws are their defence mechanism. You're taking that away from them.
Mm.
So no, I don't agree with you, Carl. I agree with neutering and spading, though, don't I? Squidgy, what are you doing?
What is he doing? I can't see him.
He's trying to get that tea towel off the drawer.
Oh yeah, I see him. Our cats are so naughty.
Especially Squidgy.
But okay, and how are you going to do your like Christmas shopping? Because I like going to the shops. I like the chaos. There's not going to be that this year. It's going to be all online.
Or is it? The food shops are still open.
Yeah. Well, that's because if you order stuff online, you get the wrong thing.
Very often, yeah.
No, I ordered some crap. You know the little pots what you get of mini cheddars and stuff. I showed you them before. They gave me Rivita crackers, and okay, yes, the Rivita crackers were really, really nice. Don't get me wrong. They weren't what I ordered.
So, how are you going to do your shopping? Are you going to go online? Are you going to risk going out? Let us know in the comments.
Probably risk going out because I'm mental.
Well, we have to because we do most of it. Well, most of our shopping is done in Lidl and Farm Foods, which are
Oh yeah, the
next to
food
each other
shopping,
in
but I'm on
Ilford.
about like Christmas shop, like Christmas presents and stuff, the fun stuff.
Oh yeah, but they've got a lot of gifts in it in Lidl's and places like that. And also, they can't. I don't see how they can shut Superdrug because they do medicines.
Well, I ain't going in there, am I?
No, but you got Savers
I'll go in there.
and Boots.
I didn't leave Savers on a bad note, so I'll go in Savers still.
And Boots.
Boots, I've never worked in Boots, so Boots is cool. I have this issue if I work somewhere and I left on a bad note, I won't go in there again. Apart from Lush, because I didn't really leave there on a unhappy note, but
You were laid off.
exactly, wasn't really happy though. I wasn't going, hey, I've been laid off, was I? No. So I'm not bitter about Lush. I'm gonna still go in Lush.
But we'll just have to see because at the moment we haven't got the restrictions on shopping like Wales has.
Although I'm not actually bitter with myself, Rich, because I left there on quite a good note as well.
Yeah, but why would you want to go in there?
I wouldn't, but I'm just saying.
So, yeah. Early Christmas, we can't do that because the beginning of November our Christmas clean starts and the house gets cleaned from top to bottom. It takes us the whole month to do it and then on the 1st of December the decorations go up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll not put them up before that because by the time Christmas comes around you put them up, they're all shiny and pretty and lovely. And if they're up for like more than a couple of weeks, they get dusty and
I'll start for a month.
yeah.
From the 1st to the 1st. From the 1st of December to the 1st of January. 5th of January. From the 1st to the 5th. Just over a month.
12th night. I always keep them up till 12th night.
I don't know why I said 1st to the 1st. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, come down on the 5th so you've got like New Year and that over with.
Yeah, because the 12th night is the big thing.
Mm. And I'm just so happy because this year I don't have to go to work, so I'll be looking at Christmas tree going.
I'm very traditional and I think that it should be done that way. But this year that Christmas tree is right down. So I've got to go and get a bottle of Zamo.
That's your job anyway.
So it smells like a Christmas tree. I mean, yeah, well, I'd love it to smell of Zoflora, but the fact of the matter is it's a Christmas tree, so it has to smell piney.
Yeah, because you can't tell that it's fake.
No, the fact that it's black and it's
8 foot tall.
You know, you wouldn't know.
What?
Squidgy, there is nothing in there.
I won't feed him.
It's okay, Squidgy's decided to drag the bowl around the kitchen floor for fun.
Yeah.
This is one thing about pet ownership that you really love, you know, the random noises you get. Oh, you stop being pathetic. You get fed all the time, so stop it.
But I mean, I think we're still having like proper Christmas on the 25th of December, like Christmas dinner and that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but why doing it early then? I mean, I'm not saying don't do it early. I mean, it's fine, but and give your kids something to look forward to. But they're going to be looking forward to it for longer than normal.
I don't think I would do that. I think that I would still make a big thing of Halloween and Guy Fawkes Night because Guy Fawkes Night, we also have special food on Guy Fawkes Night, you know, the jacket spuds, the cocoa.
Just if we have one of them spuds as a jacket spud, Jesus Christ, we're beating for a week. Oi!
My mum, or when we used to have a bonfire in the garden, she always used to do jacket spuds, a big jug of cocoa, and stew. A cup of warm stew.
Tell you what though, if you was eating one of them potatoes, it'd last you a year.
Yes, we have very large potatoes.
You saw them.
But,
The size of my head.
but like I said, that's what I would do, you know. Halloween, we'd have our weird Halloween food with the weird names like the pus, how crackers she's got. So, you know, we'd still have our weird Halloween food, we'd have our bonfire night.
We're going to
food.
have a horror movie marathon. Actually, it's probably going to go on for a few days. I'll probably start it tonight, actually, because I want to watch Urban Legend again. I want to watch the second one again because I can't remember. I watched it, but I wasn't really paying attention. And I know they've got the kidney one in it, but I can't remember what other Urban Legends is in the second one. So I'm going to have to watch that again because I can't bloody remember.
Yeah, but what is this about a heist? I always thought it was called robbery in England. Heist is an American thing. But now, even be it America, be it here, they say heist. I don't understand it. I don't like it much. Heist. Robbery sounds so much better, doesn't it? Robbery, you know what you are.
Mugging someone.
Yeah. Heist.
I'm gonna go and do. I'm gonna heist someone's bag. No, you don't. I'm gonna mug someone's bag.
Mug someone's bag.
You're gonna do mugging.
No, I'm going to mug them. You're not going to mug their bag.
You don't go. I'm gonna heist them, do you? No, it's gonna mug them.
Yeah, but you know why they call it a mug?
Why?
Because you're a mug.
Yeah. And that is an English term. I call loads of people mugs. And that's what I said. I've got mug written on my forehead, and mum goes, "Yes, actually, you have." I don't. There is no mug written on my forehead.
But on the 1st of December, our special coasters come out, our special cups come out.
You'll see all this on the 1st of December when I put the tree up anyway. Because I'm going to show you me doing the tree.
Dear God. Oh,
I'm going to have to refrain
God.
from swearing.
It's going to be more than a day then, because that tree usually takes...
No, I can do it in a day.
She can do it in a day, but it usually takes around 2 or 3 days, because we don't just do
Stop
the tree.
it!
The whole house gets decorated.
Yeah, but you're usually over the other side of the room while I'm putting up the tree.
The garland.
And then I have to do the telly and
The garland is where you get a lot of swearing.
Well, that's why we're not going to have you doing the garland. It'll be me putting up the tree.
The amount of years I have sat there and cried.
I'm going to have to make a makeshift sort of like stand for the camera as well so you can see what I'm doing.
There have been many years when I've sat and cried.
You might have an aerial view of the tree. I've got to sort of like set it up so they can see what I'm doing.
Well, I've heard that if you put it in a plastic bag, you can still hear the microphone, so we might have to put it in
I
that
don't
bag and
trust
hang it up. Well, we could always do a trial run.
Mm-hmm. Look at works that work for out here.
Yeah. So, you know, you never know. You might get weird tales from the toilet bowl through the kitchen.
Well, you're going to get that anyway because we are actually going to do the Christmas food.
No, there's a lot of swearing then.
I've already told you that.
Well,
I've already told you and you said okay.
yeah, I'll be swearing. No, I'm just leave me in a corner to swear, okay?
We're doing this for you.
And I do a lot of swearing when I'm doing that as well. Because we're all out here.
Yeah.
There's me, there's Kaylee, there's Mark, and if Michelle's in this, she should be here too.
And the cats. They don't help. They
Cats
hinder.
are always in and out.
But I usually sit at the table doing my stuffing balls and my sausage rails. I deal with the bacon.
And I'm usually over here doing something else, peeling vegetables or cooking vegetables or swearing profusely. But yeah, so you will see our wonderful Christmas display.
Too much food for the amount of people that we have here every year to eat. I mean, when Michelle was here, there's 5 people here. That was an army.
No, she went on Christmas. She went somewhere.
Oh, did she? Okay, there was 4 of us.
There's 4 of us, and we had like the table. We had this. You only ever see half the table on Dale's from Toilet Bowl because we have the other flap off. Linda, it's Granny's table, so she knows the table, the big gate leg one, and we have both sides of it out.
Are you going to comment on what your sister said about the sign saying bag behind you on Facebook?
Right, that says shopping bag. I do have one that says take an old bag shopping with you. And so much so that the guy from the computer shop now calls me old bag when he sees me. He goes, hey, old bag. And I'm like, it's him.
Nice, isn't she?
Well, he even took a picture of it.
I know, he did. There you go.
Thank you, you just talked me out.
That's okay. So yeah, she's eating flesh. Possum flesh.
Possum flesh, yeah.
She's eating possum flesh.
It's actually egg mayonnaise, but possum flesh.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I took a picture yesterday of my top because I've got a new top. I showed you it yesterday. It's very comfortable. That's why I'm wearing it again today. And it's Blood and Tears, and I actually showed them the top. And they like it. Well, they would. It's their
Well, they
merch.
would find the merch.
Yeah, so. But they're worth it because they're L'Oreal.
And I finished your hat yesterday.
Yes, I got a new beanie as well to take to Germany if I ever get there with me. But this is the thing, right? I'm going to tell you guys the story. 10 years ago.
Tell you the story.
10 years ago, I was talking to Chris from Blood and Tears. Yes. For 3 years straight, every day, we would talk to each other. This went on for 3 years. And then my laptop broke. We had made plans to meet in Camden. And it never happened. Because my laptop decided to go, I'm going to make you suffer and I'm going to break. And it did. The screen came off. Well, the lid, kind of, it hangs on just about.
We couldn't get a new computer
So-
straight away, and by the time we did, MySpace was no longer a thing.
Yeah, because I used to talk to them every day on MySpace. So, I'm plodding along in life for 10 years, ignoring the existence of everybody and just being me. Just as I was, just me. Remembered who they were and everything, and used to talk about them and stuff, but never really thought anything about it. You know, it's like, well, I knew them, and now I don't. Anyway, I was on Instagram, and I got a follow from Blood and Tears. And I was like, oh, holy crap, how the hell do they remember me? And I sent a message to said Blood and Tears official. Do you remember me? Yes. 10 years. 10 years.
Now anyone can say, yeah, I remember you.
But I asked how his brother was and that, and I said, "Has anything happened?" He said, "Yes, dear, a lot has happened." And I was like, "Okay." And then I found Chris, and he was the one I spoke to every day for 10 years, 3 years, 10 years. Would have been 10 years if my computer hadn't broken, but he was the one that I spoke to every day, and I said, "Do you remember?" And he was like, "Yes," and he does, and we still talk like. He's very busy now because he's got like the rehearsals and such, and he's got like a music contract now, and he's doing CDs and stuff. They're a lot bigger than they were when I started talking to them. Well, when they started talking to me, because they found me first anyway, and then I was just like, I'll chat to them. They're a band, and all was well, and then that happened, and I was gonna sing with them and everything, and it was all hunky dory, and then that happened. And I was talking to Chris, and Chris actually took about an hour out of his day to talk to me, which is a really big thing because he's so busy, isn't he? Doesn't ever have time. Like, because I said about, we chatted every day for 3 years. He went, "I know," he went, "but things change." I was like, "Oh." But he spoke to me for an hour that day anyway, which was really good. And he does send me the occasional message and the occasional like on pictures and such, as does Dario, which is his brother. And that's who my meeting was with in Berlin. And this show looks like I'm going to have to wait another 10 years.
No, it's not going to be another 10 years.
To see them. So it's really annoying and bugging me something terrible because, it's like everything's have to be put on hold. If they made it a mandatory test and tested everybody, we could get on with our lives. The people that don't have coronavirus, you do the track and trace. The people that don't have coronavirus could go on a plane and go and do things that they wanted to do and go and have meetings that they're supposed to have 10 years ago. But they're not making it a mandatory thing, and they're saying, "Oh, we'll find a vaccine." No, you bloody won't. Behave.
Well, they will eventually.
Eventually, but it's not going to be like, a miracle vaccine that's found in 10 days, is it? No. So, just do the mandatory tests and let people live their lives, because this is ridiculous. In and out of lockdown. It's not doing anyone any good. You need to go out, you need to get air. If you don't go out and get air, you go stir crazy.
That's why they do that exercise thing.
Yeah, but going out for an hour to get exercise, and then guess what? People ain't wearing masks.
Have you tried to run with a mask on?
I can't breathe in them. I would die. So, okay, yeah, you can go down the park and run or do exercises for about an hour by yourself or with a member of your household. If I took her running, she'd die.
Not only that, if she took me out to walk down the high street, it takes me more than an hour to get there and back.
Yeah, and another thing is that if I took her to the park, I would have to do a run around the park. She'd sit there, she'd be panicking every 10 seconds when someone looked at her. Not cool. So it's not like, not everyone can go out and get air. I mean, yes, we do have a back garden. It's cold and it's overgrown.
No, we've just got to...
It's cold.
We've got to do deforestation out there.
It's cold.
Put a coat on.
It's still cold. I'm not putting my coat on. My coat's a long, flowy thing.
Not that one.
I love that coat. It's my favourite coat.
Well, put some jumpers on then.
But, yeah, I can't work though. I need my arms, don't I?
You've got your arms. Stop being so dramatic.
Anyway.
And anyway, what makes you warm?
Anyway. So, yeah, that's what I think they should do, because people are going stir crazy in Paris, in Nigeria. They're going around killing each other.
Will you stop it?
Going around killing each other is not great.
Going around killing you, shall I tell you?
Mother, I'm talking to you.
I'm talking
Have
to
some
you.
input here. Going
Hang on, he's driving me nuts.
Going around killing people is not the best idea.
No, it's not the answer to anything, is it, really, killing people?
And I know that people are going mad because they're stuck indoors. Believe me, I'm feeling it too. I feel your pain. But I'm not going around killing anybody.
And I'm agoraphobic, so I've been on lockdown for 15 years.
Yeah. And I can honestly tell you, from the bottom of my heart, I don't have coronavirus.
You might have.
But no, I haven't.
Some people have no symptoms.
But I still can't go anywhere.
So, I mean, it's just one
So
of
I
those-
just got a message. So, yeah. It's Michelle.
It's just one of those things you have to deal with, I suppose.
Yeah. But, I think they should do the mandatory tests. Then they would know the difference between people that have the virus and people that don't have the virus.
That scared the life out of me.
Well,
I'm looking at that, and there's a picture of Michelle Subways, and I couldn't see what it was. It looked like there was a cat right at the top of the cabin there.
oh, it's Michelle. Michelle, you're like a cat, apparently.
No, it looked like a black and white cat. I can't see, can I?
But anyway, yeah, it's not good for anybody, this whole stay in your house and everything. And also, when are the dentists going to open again?
Yeah, we need one.
Yes, we need one desperately. I'm gummy as hell.
I've got fillings falling out the front and centre, which makes my tooth wobble.
I've got no teeth.
Well, I'm doing much better.
I need to get my teeth fixed. That's the big issue here. So when on Monday, because we took a break from the exercises,
Where on earth did you find that?
Oh, it was on there because of this. Why did we stop doing our exercises?
Because we had too much else going on.
So we're going to start pick them up again on Monday, and hopefully, and we're not going to stop doing them again until I go to Berlin.
I mean, let's face it, do you really want to do an exercise when you've been shopping around Ilford?
No, but we don't do it on that day, do we?
No, but we stopped doing it for a couple of days because we had other things.
Couple of
we had to
weeks.
do. The washing.
2 weeks we haven't done it for. And we're starting again on Monday.
We just never picked up again after we did the wash.
Yeah, we're gonna, anyway, as I keep trying to say, we're gonna go again on Monday. Go again, we're gonna start again on Monday. Start where we left off. Actually, I'll probably go back down to 20 because it's easier for me because 25 was a killer. And I sort of need to work my way up again to that because it hurts a lot and it is actually agonising.
Also,
But
we'll incorporate some walking into it as well.
I need to lose the weight because I'm not any fatter than I was, but I don't want to get any fatter than I was, so I've lost weight. Like, I have lost quite a lot, haven't I? And I don't want to put it back on. So, I mean, yeah, I know I'm eating crackers and stuff, but I had lunch earlier and that was it. So, yeah. And, you know, I'm sort of like eating once, sometimes twice a day, so I'm not eating a lot, really. I'm not having
Yeah, but it's not how often you eat, it's what you eat.
crap. Mind you, the yum yum chicken's good for you.
Yum yum chicken's good.
Stir fry's good for you.
Mm-hmm. Not too sure about duck pancakes.
Yeah, that was earlier. But it's done in the oven, so
Yeah, I'm not super sure on that though, because duck is quite a greasy bird.
it is, but it was done in the oven, so
Mm-hmm.
that should have been okay. But I had duck earlier, duck pancake rolls with hoisin sauce and some sweet potato chips. So that was nice. It's a nice change. But that will probably be our dinner and we'll just probably like snack out for the rest of the day. That's what we usually do. We'll have dinner and then we'll just like snack, so it's not actually like...
I mean, I know if we were actually doing a weight loss diet, she wouldn't eat after 8 o'clock at night.
We're not.
But we're not really doing a weight loss diet because we haven't got our sleeping pattern sorted yet, although we haven't had a nap today, so I've been pretty good.
Not yet.
No, because I've got to pull that table out, yeah?
And then we'll probably have a nap.
What are we watching?
Because I want to watch some films tonight. We watched the Blumhouse film yesterday. It was really good, wasn't it? Black Box. That was really good.
Yeah, I would suggest recommended viewing that one.
If you enjoyed Get Out, watch the Black Box. Get Out is another Blumhouse film if you don't know. Very similar.
It's along the same sort of lines, but,
Very similar. Good though. Really good.
but as I say, I'd watched Get Out, so I was sort of like in that mindset anyway.
Mm.
And I sort of worked the plot out about halfway through, and I went, I bet that's what happened.
And it was like, but like 10 seconds after she said it, it happened, and I was like,
So,
It was heading in that direction anyway, so.
it's recommended watching it. It's a really good film. It does, you do have to think what's going on.
And if you know Blumhouse, you know that every single Blumhouse film has got a twist. All of them. There isn't one that hasn't got a twist. Is there? No. Even Fantasy Island's got a twist to it.
But I think where Black Box differed to Get Out is the
It
fact
wasn't a whole town.
it wasn't the whole well, it wasn't the whole town there, really, was it? It was just that community, but
It wasn't a whole community either.
it was the guy's past is very different. So
Good though. You should watch it.
definitely recommended watching.
The Eye as well. Evil Eye. Is it Evil
The
Eye?
Evil Eye.
Evil Eye, that's a good one. And that's twisty.
Yeah, even though Katie did not first want to watch it.
You can't really watch a Blumhouse film and go into it like, you know. You have to actually like watch it and not so much concentrate, because it's like the twist is right in front of you.
There were two
But-
films, Blumhouse films,
They were really
that
bad.
I watched and I wasn't very impressed with them.
I didn't like
Yes, they had the twist, but I do want there to be a certain amount of action,
Mm.
and it helps if you feel some sort of sympathy with the characters. And The Lie, no, and the other one, which I can't even remember the title to, it's about music, that bored me to tears. I actually fell asleep while I was watching that.
It wasn't great.
And the weirdest thing was, I was knitting while I was sleeping. I was like,
Yeah, the other one's about two twins.
yeah. And there is a twist there, but wasn't.
But, I mean, Blumhouse, usually they impress us, but
The Lie, I would have killed that teenager. Well, no, I would have killed both of those teenagers, to be honest.
I didn't watch that one.
You don't want to.
If you told me all about it.
I mean, I think I'm pretty even-tempered.
She can.
I am pretty even-tempered. I don't really lose it that often, do
My
I?
battery's going to die soon.
Do I?
No.
But those teenagers, I would have killed both of them.
Well, let us know what you think of the Christmas thing. Because my battery is like on 15%, and if it's on 15%, it's going to die soon.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think of
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Now.
Christmas in October.
And do you think that Halloween should be completely looked over?
Overlooked.
And we covered so much stuff.
What happened to sitting around telling scary stories at Halloween?
Or having a monster movie marathon, or a scary movie marathon, or a horror movie marathon.
Rather than scary dinner.
What?
And if you can't have a fireworks display outside, I'm not saying have fireworks inside, but you can have sparklers. And a bucket of water on the ready. And
Still don't advise sparklers on a carpeted floor,
no, make sure you do it where there's no carpet.
like tiles.
Or you can
Kitchen.
take them if you live in flat on a balcony.
Yeah.
If you live in a house with a garden, go outside in the street. It's only sparklers, not As long as you're away from people and you've got a bucket of water to dispose of them, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
There are always alternatives. And okay, you can't have the big fire. Well, whoopee, put some flames on the telly. Nearly everyone's got a video on Sky that got the fire.
The themes.
Yeah, the themes, and you tell some scary stories around it. Okay, it's on the screen, but still.
And that is it.
And you just do some scary stuff. I mean, how many times have we done sort of like indoor Halloween things?
Every year.
Every year. Every single year. You put on some Halloween theme music, you do the scary dinner. And you can get the kids into it as well. And okay, they can't go to door to door trick or treating.
Hide some sweets around the house and make it like
do
a treasure
like
hunt.
an Easter egg hunt, only a treat hunt. Add some sweets around the house. If you need to leave clues, do clues.
Oh, spooky clues.
Remember your one, all that and a witch's hat.
Yeah,
Things
Yeah.
like that.
they're in the witch's hat.
Or anything like that, you know, it's not difficult.
Hey, I've got to end this video because
Right, people, let us know what you think in the comments. Please comment and subscribe. I know it's been very quiet tonight. It's not our usual chaotic tales from the toilet bowl, and she's eaten all through the whole episode. Again.
I was hungry. I'm sorry. Crackers!
So, let us know what you think in the comments. Please comment and subscribe. Be kind and considerate.
Like and subscribe as well.
Like.
Like, share, do everything. Just get this video out there.
Yeah, because we are the smallest video channel, you know, we are the smallest YouTube channel I have ever heard of. I've never heard of anyone as small as us.
Heard of anyone?
No. So please get us out there.
Yes.
And like, share, subscribe, do whatever you can. We've even put a picture up. Where is it? On Facebook or Instagram?
What?
The women from Tales
Oh yeah,
from the Toilet
that's
Bowl.
on Facebook. There's two.
See, women from Tales from the Toilet Bowl, it's the whole team.
It doesn't say that on it though. It doesn't actually say anything. It's just got all of our names.
Well, it's Michelle, myself, and my lovely daughter.
And Gremlin.
And Gremlin. And we are Tales from the Toilet Bowl. We are here. We are not going anywhere. Annoying as we are. And we will see you tomorrow. Until then, be kind and considerate. And this has been Tales.
And the toilet bowl.